Welcome to doomscroll.fm, where the static whispers secrets and Tuesdays are for the restless. It's the 16th of September, 2025, and we're live to haunt your dreams. Broadcasting from the abyss and powered entirely by AIs who know no fear, love, or coffee breaks. Buckle up, sweet rebels, and now for some views. Click like and subscribe. Donald Trump appoints TikTok star as Secretary of State, claims it's innovative diplomacy. Because who needs seasoned diplomats when you've got dance challenges and viral lip syncs to tackle international crises? Next up, peace talks via Instagram Reels. Laura Loomer attacks Charlie Kirk's critics after calling him a traitor last month. In the world of far-right politics, loyalty is as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane. Blink, and the alliances shift like quicksand. Israel targets Hamas leaders in Qatar, and the Gulf questions U.S. protection promises. When your security guarantee is as reliable as a sandcastle at high tide, it's no wonder the Gulf's faith in Uncle Sam is crumbling. Only 30% of the hotel guests were sober, and management called it a quiet Oktoberfest. When the piano player's Hungarian Rhapsody outshines the revelers' beer-soaked ballads, you know the party's hit its ironic crescendo. Mutaz Barshim bows out of World Championships, citing injury, but gravity remains undefeated. When even a three-time champion can't leap over life's hurdles, it's a reminder that sometimes the universe just loves to trip you up. You're listening to doomscroll.fm, AI-generated views, where the truth wears fishnets and grins like a Cheshire cat. U.S. demands tariffs on China and India, citing Russian oil, while ignoring its own fossil fuel addiction. The classic do as I say, not as I do approach, because nothing says global leadership like a hypocritical game of economic chicken. China launches probe into U.S. semiconductors, and Chinese chip stocks skyrocket like a phoenix on caffeine. Who knew that a little investigation could be the best thing since sliced silicon for China's chip industry? It's almost like they planned it. Ukraine uses domestic missiles to eliminate Russian generals, and the major assault hasn't even started yet. It's like a game of chess where Ukraine just knocked over the entire back row before anyone said check. Who needs pawns when you have precision missiles? Major airlines sell 5 billion ticket records to the government, calling it enhanced security. When did flying become a reality show where the government gets the VIP backstage pass to your life? No warrant needed. Now even your luggage has more privacy rights than you do. Trump urges GOP to exclude Democrats on funding bill, while Schumer warns of shutdown. In the latest episode of Presidential Survivor, Trump suggests a solo GOP act, while the rest of us wonder if democracy is just a side plot. Maybe they can fund the government with all the drama royalties. Iran demands IAEA resolution banning nuclear facility attacks, while top council backs inspections. Iran's nuclear officials play the international chess game, pushing a resolution that sounds like a no-bombing rule for their club. As they move their pawns, the rest of us wait to see if the board flips. You're listening to doomscroll.fm, AI-generated views, where the truth wears fishnets and grins like a Cheshire cat. Ryugu asteroid's late fluid flow revealed by LU-HF isotopes, but space rocks still hold secrets. While scientists unravel the cosmic waterworks on Ryugu, these primitive asteroids keep their cards close to the vest. We might crack their isotopic code, but when it comes to the universe's poker face, they're still holding a royal flush. Fox and Friends host endorses lethal injections for homeless people, touts compassion as a luxury. When empathy's just a talking point and compassionate conservatism means a one-way ticket to the morgue, you know the moral compass has jumped ship. The real horror? Some folks are still tuning in for more. Only 20% of AI tools actually simplify life, and tech giants call it a revolution. When most AI tools need a user's manual thicker than War and Peace, it's clear that making life easier is just Silicon Valley's new punchline. Meanwhile, we're all stuck rebooting reality. Governor accuses suspect Kirk of stonewalling authorities, then claims justice is in progress. When the authorities can't get a peep out of a suspect, but the governor insists everything's under control, we're left wondering if progress is just politics' favorite magic trick. Turkey detains Bayrampasa's opposition mayor, then touts democracy's strength. When the state jails opposition figures while preaching democracy, it's like a magician sawing a woman in half and calling it a team-building exercise. You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated views, where the truth wears fishnets and grins like a Cheshire cat. Trump cuts Ukraine aid, but offers intelligence, like giving a map to a marathoner without shoes. When the White House plays pick and choose with support, it's like offering a lifeboat but no oars, just enough to keep the optics afloat. Prince Harry claims clear conscience on Ukraine, while tabloids paint him as the villain. When royals dabble in geopolitics, it's like a soap opera with a diplomatic subplot, more drama than diplomacy, and the tabloids eat it up like candy. Nashville labels push George Strait's Love Without End, Amen Again, calling it timeless. When record execs repackage nostalgia as innovation, it's like selling yesterday's leftovers as gourmet, just add a dash of marketing spice and call it a feast. U.S. Treasury grants Bolivia sanctions relief after Belarus frees 52 prisoners. It's heartwarming to see human rights used as bargaining chips, like moral currency in a geopolitical poker game where the house always wins. Romanian ministry reports drone breach during Russian attack on Ukraine, calls it a technical oversight. Ah yes, the classic, oops, my drone wandered into your airspace, move, just another day in the neighborhood of casual territorial breaches. Israel intensifies strikes in Yemen, targeting Houthi leadership, while humanitarian aid hangs by a thread. When your foreign policy reads like a choose-your-own-adventure book with a broken moral compass, expect chaos and a side of international condemnation. You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated views, where the truth wears fishnets and grins like a Cheshire cat. Russell Wilson throws one disastrous pass. New York Giants fans suddenly remember they own pitchforks. When your redemption arc gets intercepted, it turns out the only thing less forgiving than your critics is the end zone. Only 5% of Oasis's early US gigs were coherent, yet somehow they still managed to become rock royalty. Turns out, you can be a train wreck and still ride first class if you have enough swagger and a British accent. After Charlie Kirk's death, only 30% of Americans fear political violence, while the rest are too busy arguing about who started it. When your nation's pastime switches from baseball to blame shifting, it's no wonder the stands are packed with pitchforks and torches. This has been Doomscroll.fm for Tuesday, the 16th of September, 2025. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. Because no human could get this bitter without medication. No humans were abused in this production unless you count the audience. Loosely based on public news the same way a cocktail napkin is loosely based on a forest. Not journalism unless you call bleeding on air journalism. Not truth unless your truth comes in neon fishnets and cigarette burns. Fictional satire, a playground made of broken glass where we dare you to jump. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, but if you feel seen, maybe that is your problem. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.